Hi everyone. I just got an email from well-known Oakland attorney John Burris. Now, John Burris is representing Oscar Grant, who was murdered by BART police officer Johann Mesley on New Year's Day. Burris attended the funeral for the 4 slain Oakland police officers who were very much a part of our community. And during that, Burris took note of an action that was most unfortunate. I noticed it as well, but I felt determined to put it at the back burner of my mind, perhaps never to surface. Burris surfaced it. First, Oakland Mayor Dellums was asked not to speak at the funeral. This has been reported because one of the family members of one of the slain officers made that request. But Congresswoman Barbara Lee, who was on the stage as well, was not only not asked to speak, but was not even acknowledged. This act upset Burris, and he put out an email which I received just about an hour ago, where he explained that given the fact that a public facility was used, the Oracle Arena, and therefore public monies were involved in it, it was only appropriate to acknowledge Oakland's 2 highest ranking elected officials. Both Mayor Dellums and Congresswoman Lee are black. And at a time when many people have seen not just the Oscar Grant murder, but the murder of the 4 Oakland police officers as a black-white issue, the worst act in the world would have been to give an image that 2 high-ranking African-American elected officials were snubbed. Racism? Yes, that's what it looks like. Now, before you're saying I'm playing the race card, as I wrote in my blog post, and I will repeat here, race is not a card to play. Racism is a form of rejection. You're rejecting that person either directly or indirectly because of the color of their skin and perhaps your perceived idea of how they're going to think because of that. That was not the time for that. You know, I've been wrong about how Oakland would recover from these events, both the Oscar Grant situation and the police officers, now twice. In the Oscar Grant situation, I said that Oakland was not for burning and that we would not have a riot. I was obviously wrong. I said that on video. I said in this case, to anyone who would listen, that I felt the media mischaracterized Oakland and that there was no tension between the police and the community. But little acts like this, for some, keep the perception that there is tension out there alive, and we need to get rid of that. Oakland is a beautiful city, but it's marred by these constant small examples of racism, even as the city is finally reaching, or at least on a trajectory toward what its economic objective should be. We have great restaurants opening, a great vibe, a great entertainment spine along Broadway, good feelings. We have to work to maintain them and expand them. Read the Burris letter. It's worth looking at. I struggled whether or not to discuss it, but I felt that having it not see the light of day would have been an enormous injustice.